this video starts, I want to make a couple of things clear. This video is going to be talking about more or less the future of how to play Pokemon Go on a device that is either rooted or for some reason is not rooted and still fails the Safetynet test. My phone, even though I've unrooted it, I've reverted it back to stock on multiple occasions. I've tried everything. I basically ended up trying to pull my hair out by the end of it, and I still could not get my main phone, which is the Samsung phone, to pass the Safetynet test. After doing a bit of research, I went onto Reddit and I found out about people who also have this problem, and apparently it's not uncommon. Now, a lot of people talked about gaining root with Safetynet, and to be honest, this is more or less, I know a lot of people have already said this, but it's more or less a losing game. There's no way we can win against Google here, because a lot of people have realizes that every time you come up with a solution to get root with Safetynet working again, it just gets patched out literally like the next day. So I'm sorry guys, this is honestly the only solution I can think of, the only solution that I think will work for basically this version and any version beyond, because there is no way to get root on the same device running Go, sadly. So let's get into this video. Also, just to give you guys an idea of what actually happens, I'm launching Go on my main phone, which is the phone on the left, and the phone on the right is my old phone, which is the Nexus 4. Basically what I've done, I'm gonna give you guys a quick rundown, is if you remember from my older video, which I showed you guys deleting the SU binaries before installing Magics, that's basically what I've done on my Nexus. I've deleted the SU binaries. The phone is basically running CyanogenMod unrooted, right? So there's no SU binaries on the phone. On my Samsung phone, I've reverted it to stock. I've tried everything I could. I've even flashed the stock Metro PCS ROM, because that was the only ROM I could find for this phone, onto it, and it still failed the Safetynet test. And I went onto Reddit and I found that I'm not the only one with this issue. So the only way I could literally think of to get around this is to just basically have a second device that is unrooted and use the first device to give the second device internet access through wireless tether. Now I know, I'm sorry, this is the best I can come up with. I know a lot of you are not going to be able to either carry around or even afford to have a second device. If you have an old phone that supports CyanogenMod, if you have an older device, go on Google, look it up, see if it has CyanogenMod support. If it does, install it. Or even if it's running Android 5.0 or something, 5.1 and up, you'll still be able to play Go. Just make sure that device is not rooted. Now, as you can see on my first device, it doesn't log in at all. It'll just ask for my email, and that's about it. So I'm gonna go on to the Safetynet app here. I'm gonna show you that in a second. But even then, on the Safetynet app, it fails as well. So I'm not too sure, if there ever will be a fix to having it on the same device, sadly. So as you can see, I'm opening the Safetynet app here. Oh, the Safetynet test app, sorry. And as you can see, it fails. Now I'm gonna go onto my second phone here, and sorry for the camera wobble and the graininess of the camera, but as you can see, I'm gonna open the Safetynet on my second phone, which is running CyanogenMod with the SU binaries removed, and there you go. As you can see, it passes Safetynet. So as I said before, I know I sound like a broken record, but there is no way to possibly win with Safetynet and root being on the same device. Yes, I've re-rooted my main phone, by the way, because there was really no way of getting around it. And now I did buy Foxfi, by the way. If you want a free tethering, well, not really free, if you want a tether for free without needing like a subscription plan in your service, on your service, sorry, I recommend Foxfi. I bought Foxfi because I've been using it for a while. I've been using the demo one for the longest time, and I was like, you know what, screw it. I bought it, and as you can see, I have the key and everything as I showed it in Google Play. So yeah, as I said, pretty much the only thing I could think of is to have Foxfi give off basically a hotspot to the second device, which will then be able to run Go, as you'll see here. So as you can see, it takes a second. As you can see, that exclamation point right next to the Wi-Fi signal will go away eventually. But oh yeah, I did have Go preloaded. I'm gonna close it and relaunch it from scratch just to show you guys that this actually works. And I'm gonna log in back to my main phone as well to show that Foxfi is running. And I don't know if you guys saw it, but on the SSID side of the Nexus, which is the phone on the right with Go open currently, it showed Foxfi as the wireless network name. And as you can see, it also says connected on the Foxfi app on my main phone as well. So I'm going to let Go load up here. I'll fast forward this bit so you guys don't get bored and have to sit through all of it. As you can see, Go has fully loaded up on the second device, which I know this is dumb having to carry 2 phones just to play Go, but it's really, I really have no other choice. And just to prove to you guys that I'm not really faking anything, that like this is not a video playing on my second phone, just gonna capture that random execute that just spawned right in front of me there, and I'll even trade it later on in this video. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the end of this video. I'm just going to turn off Tether on my main phone. And I know this isn't a great solution. I'm going to repeat it again. I know it's not a solution everybody can do because not everyone has a spare phone. But if you do, or if you can get your hands on one from like a relative or something, this is the only solution I can come up with, guys, and I'm really sorry, but yeah, that's all for now, and I hope you guys enjoy your day, and I'll catch you all on the next one.
Alright, kick back, relax, and grab yourself a beverage. A hop if you wanna just bounce to my leverage. The evidence, as they say, is in the pudding. So show me the money like my name was Cuba Gooding. It ain't fool's gold, it's gold, fool. Can't stop, won't stop, keeping it old school. So cool. Big Spoon is my nom de plume. I keep it popping like a needle in a new balloon. And if you don't know by now, then you need more schooling. Let loose, kid, get stupid. Got more flavor than I know what to do. It's to get your hands up if you're part of the movement, and bump to the baseline. I made it rock before your phone had FaceTime. Yes, sirree, you know my steez. I stay fresh to death like I'm drowning in Febreze. Up, up,